Hey guys, what's up? This is Curry, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the current Overwatch PTR, because this Overwatch PTR is a huge one for me. I play a lot of support in Overwatch, and this PTR releases Moira, so this is the second healer to be released post-game launch. So after playing her on the PTR and playing the other healers on the PTR that have been changed, I figured I play a lot of support. I'd give a support player's opinion on the changes and how I feel about them. So here we go. I'm going to start with Ana. Ana had her damage increased to 70, and I think 70 is the perfect number. I've been preaching this since the nerf to 60 damage on Ana. I think 70 is the right number. 80 is too much, but 70 is just right in my opinion. You can 3-tap 200 HP heroes, but not 2-tap Tracer or Baby Diva. 80 let you do that, let you 2-tap a Tracer or a Baby Diva, and I think that's too much. That's too strong. Somebody on the forums said maybe a 75 is what Ana should have, and I completely disagree with that. And the reason I do is because that is a number that lets you 2-shot Tracer and Baby Diva. And as an Ana player, Ana is my main. I love Ana. I don't think you should be a Tracer or mainly a Tracer, basically a Tracer counter. And if you can 2-tap a Tracer on your own with 0 help, it's a bit too strong, in my opinion. I think 70 is the right number because you can 3-tap Pharahs, you can 3-tap DNVs, and you can 3-tap Tracers. It makes it pretty consistent, and it's nice for self-defense. So yeah, that's what I think about the Ana changes. Everything else about her is the same. It's just a damage change, so she's exactly where she was other than that. But I like the change. This is the number I've been preaching for so long, and now they're giving it to us. Now, I'll save Mercy for last because I want to talk about Moira. I love her. She's extremely fun. I think the damage and healing orb mechanic is great, that you have to pick one or the other, and based on what you choose for the ability, it has a different utility. I love that. I like that it's 2 resources, basically a Mercy Beam that use either the attack meter, you can't heal, and when you heal, you can't attack. So you basically have to play this yin and yang game where if you want to heal your team, you can't do damage. If you want to play DPS, you can't heal. I like that the heal is on a resource meter and that you have to deal damage to return the meter. There is a passive regen, but I think it's a little too slow right now. I don't want it to be significant because then that basically turns you into heal bot. You can't really do damage. The damage may increase it faster, but if it's already increasing at a steady pace, why bother? But I like the idea. I just wish the passive regen of the bar was a little bit faster. I don't think much though. I think she's in a really good spot. I think she's a very mechanically high skill cap hero. I love those kinds of heroes that involve decision making and using their abilities, and Moira is one of those. But yeah, I cannot wait for her to come out with the movement and the orb and the 2 different meters. She's like everything I would want in a support hero. So now we'll talk about Mercy. I like the direction that they're going in with Mercy. I've had to play a lot of Mercy recently because she's basically a must pick now. But I like the direction they're going. I think cast time for Res is a good call. If they insist on keeping Res as an ability, then it can't be instant like it is right now. They also added a movement speed decrease by 75%. So I think 75% is a little too much. Well, not a little. I think it's too much. I shouldn't say a little because I think it's too much. 75. I think it should be more around 30. Because when you res now, it literally feels like it just doesn't feel natural movement. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but like when I was playing her, it just doesn't look right. besides being basically stand still, I think it's a little too much. I think 30% would be a good number. You know, you still slow her down, but you don't make her like literally unmovable in a sense. So I like the change. I like that they're going to do movement reduction. I love the cast time. I just think 75 is a bit too much. I like that Valkyrie makes Rez not have a cast time. It makes it feel more like an ability that's getting enhanced. You know, Valkyrie enhances all of her other abilities. Having Valkyrie make Rez have no cast time plus giving you a second charge is now in that vein of it's enhancing all of her abilities like Jeff originally described it. So where does this all leave us? I expect Mercy to not be as much of a must pick now. Right now it's pretty easy to get a cheeky fly in, res your Genji in the back line, then fly back out. Now that Guardian Angel doesn't reset on res, it's a little bit harder, but you can usually get away with 2 seconds of surprising the enemy team, but that's still a stupid move. But it's kind of easy to get away with. But with this new change, you cannot do that at all. And if your Genji's yelling at you now to go and res you in their backline, and you do it, you're insane. It's not gonna happen anymore. The Ana damage buff won't make her more meta, but it's gonna help people who play Ana like myself for self-defense again. We'll see how the Mercy changes affect Ana in the meta then, because when Mercy's not as picked, who knows what's going to fill the other healer gap. But I'm not sure if it's going to be Ana if we're going to stick to this Junkrat, Orisa, those kinds of character meta. But if Mercy's going away, then maybe those characters go away. We got to see where the dice lands, especially if Moira coming in. So we'll see what happens with Ana. I don't think the damage buff in itself is going to make Ana more meta though. Moira and Ana are going to be a pretty strong duo, I think, because with Ana's heal grenade and Moira's orb, you can just get like a ton of healing out at once. You can do some crazy healing with just that combo. So I think those are going to be a really good duo. And I expect Moira to be kind of in that secondary healer spot. The Lucio, the Zenyatta, that kind of healer spot. I do think she can main heal, but it's going to take a lot of effort for you to do it. And you have to be very good at her ability management, because if you waste your resource meter, it's like Ana missing shots, but I think it's even more punishing on Moira, because if you miss on Moira, you have to do damage to get that miss back. Like Ana, you can just reload, but if you miss on Moira, then you have to do damage to then get back the essentially ammo that you used to heal and you missed. But if you're not in a spot that you can do easy damage, then it's going to be rough, because damage orb doesn't restore your meter where your right click does. So it's going to be an interesting way to see how Moira fits in terms of main or secondary healer. But that's all. I think this is a pretty good roundup. I just wanted to kind of blurt out my thoughts. This is a topic I'm very passionate about as a support main, so if you guys have any comments, questions, whatever, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I plan to do more, so subscribe and check us out later.